Coverage of the new Pope, Pope Leo, from Chicago to the Vatican. Joining us now is the Archbishop of San Francisco, Salvatore Cordileone, excuse me. Archbishop, thanks for being with us on such a monumental night. Did you see this coming, a U.S.-born Pope?
I did not see it coming. I was surprised just like everyone else. I didn't think we'd see an American Pope, but it's a time of pride for us as Americans, but also I think of hope for the whole world, given his broad experience in North America, South America, all of his service in Peru, also administrative leadership work in Rome itself. So he has a very broad vision, and I think he will be a good model for uniting and to be what he spoke about in his opening address, of being a bridge builder.
Does this re-energize Catholics here in the Bay Area and maybe even across the United States to get more active in the church?
I think it does. We've seen a beginning of a turnaround, I believe, and people getting more interested in spirituality and religion and trying to find what is of a lasting value and really makes life anchored in the truth. I already sense a movement in that direction, and now for us in the United States with the American Pope, it's going to galvanize all the more attention to that. So I think we have an opportunity to assist people in moving down that path of a deeper spiritual life.
Archbishop, in terms of the politics and direction of the church, we understand Pope Leo is similar to his predecessor, Pope Francis. Is the church heading in the right direction?
The church has to discern how best to proclaim the timeless, saving truth of the gospel in every age in which the church finds herself. So I think he, like I said, with the broad vision that he has and experience, he's the right man to help craft that vision for us. We don't make up the truths. We don't make up the vision in a sense. We take the vision of Christ and figure out how to apply it in our times. The name he chose, I think, is very indicative. Pope Leo XIII, who was Pope in the 1890s, is recognized as being the Pope who began to bring the church in the modern era. The old Christendom had fallen apart. He saw what was happening. He began the body of teaching we call Catholic social teaching, applying gospel principles to economic issues. He saw the devastation of Marxism, the devastation happening with the Industrial Revolution. People's dignity was not being respected. So he began this teaching in a gospel sense of how do we communicate the truth of the gospel to people today in this changed world, respecting their dignity, recognize the human person as being not only material, but primarily spiritual and also social.
It's a special time for so many people. Have you dealt with Pope Leo in years past? And if so, what were those interactions like?
You know, I've never met him. I don't know him personally. I know about him. I know him by name. But something happened today in that opening address. Probably not very many people noticed, but I did because I've experienced. When he spoke to the people in Italian, at a certain point he shifted into Spanish in order to greet the people from his old diocese in Peru, Chiclayo. And if you look at that again, a huge smile came across his face. That gives us a deep insight to this man. He is a pastor. A pastor wants to be with his people. It's hard for him to be away from his people. And when he got connected with his people, we saw that joy, visual expression of joy on his face. So we have not a careerist, not a bureaucrat, not an administrator. He's good at administration, but in his heart, he's a pastor of souls. So I believe we are in good hands.
Very nice perspective there. Final question for you. The last time a Pope came to the Bay Area was 1987. Can he work some magic and have Pope Leo visit the Bay Area?
Well, we'll do what we can. We invite and we see how he responds.
Archbishop Cordileone, thank you for your time. I'll let you get back to your evenings tonight. Appreciate you.
You're welcome. Thank you.